All right, guys, section 2.2. We're going to be talking about something called translations. It's actually very simple, which is most of what this chapter is. So first off, there's a term that you'll hear in geometry called transformation. Transformation is simply this. It's changing a figure into another figure. So we can shrink it, we can stretch it, we can move it, we can rotate it. It's just changing the figure so it looks like something else. The first one that we're going to talk about in that type of thing is specifically called a translation. It's simply this, where I take a figure and I slide it, but I do not turn. So here, I have a figure right now. I have this little piece of fraction piece. I can slide it, and I've translated it. That's it. Or I can slide it up here, and I've translated it. But notice what I did not do. I did not rotate at all. So all I did was I slid it. Translated. Slide it again. Translated. 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 Up to the left, down to the right. All while staying in the same position, never shrinking or anything like that. I didn't make it grow bigger, which technically I'm not doing that, but you get the idea. It's just sliding. All right, I beat that horse to death, so you get the point. Now, easy peasy stuff. Look at number one. Is this a translation? Is this translated into that? Absolutely, positively not. Why? Because this one's bigger than that one. Is this translated? Absolutely yes. It's just slidden down. There's no difference. They have the exact same amount of little rays on their sunshine. Look at this one. Is this translated? It's the same shape. They're congruent, but just like I said, it's been rotated. So no, this is not a translation. Easy stuff. Now, this is also easy. It says translate the figure 4 units left and 1 unit down. We can do this mathematically if I want to, but it's easily just to use a graph. I'm going to start with this point. It says to go 4 units left. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 unit down. So that point just moved to here. Let's do the next one. I'm going to go 4 units left on this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 unit down. So that point. Now I'm going to go to this point, this vertices. I'm going to go 4 units left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 down. And then lastly, I do the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 down. And I'm going to use my handy dandy straight edge protractor and connect everything up. And I'm done. I've literally translated this picture. And so why don't you try number 5 on your own? See how you can do it. And what you should have got for number 5 is pretty much this one. All right, so now I am going to show you one little thing. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I can do this mathematically too. So if I were to do this right here, the x value on this happens to be -1 and the y value happens to be -1 as well. And if I want to find my new point, which would be here, this is what I would do. I know that my x value is -1, and it tells me that I'm going to go 5 units to the right. So I can say +5, okay? And then I know that my y value starts at -1, but because it says 4 units up, I can hit +4. All right, so I'm really rewriting this formula. So -1 plus 5 gives me a 4, and then -1 plus 4 gives me a 3. So this point translated up should be to 4/3, and not 4/3, but 4/3, and that's the case. So if you wanted to do this mathematically, you can do it, but it's just easier, especially if you have a graph, just to draw it and to move it, all right? But you can do it mathematically by looking at what we're doing, 5 units right, 4 units up. But I'm not going to stress too much on that. All right, so 6. It says, describe the translation from the shaded figure to the non-shaded figure. So I'm starting here, and I'm trying to get to here. So all I'm going to do is see what I need to do and what direction I'm moving. So if I look, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So I went 3 left, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. And I'm done. And that's it for this video. A whole 5 minutes and 46 seconds that I recorded, and I'm probably going to edit out maybe a minute or two of that. So this is probably going to be the shortest video that you will see this year. And that's it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.